Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, July 22nd, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We take a look at Japan today, starting with Day 2 of the 2024 G1 Climax at Arcadian Arena in Osaka. In Block A matches, Zack Sabre Jr., Shota Umino, Evil, Gabe Kidd, and Sonata all emerged victorious, with Evil and Sabre Jr. leading the block with 4 points apiece. Victorious in Block B matches were Yota Tsuji, Yuya Uemura, Ren Narita, and Hinare, with Uemura and Hinare leading the block with 4 points apiece. Day 3 of the tournament is scheduled for tomorrow in Hiroshima. Turning to DDT Pro Wrestling, the KO&D six-man tag team title changed hands in a four-way match yesterday at DDT Wrestle Peter Pan in Tokyo. After 46 days as champion, Smile Squash lost their title to Damnation TA. Also included in the match were the teams of Schadenfreude International and the 37 Kamina and Asia Kong. In the main event, Yuki Ueno successfully defended the KO&D Openweight title against Mao. And our final report today will contain some spoilers for upcoming Impact Wrestling television. These will not be full results, but only the newsworthy items that occurred during these tapings. If you wish to not hear any of these spoilers, we'll give you a moment to make your decision, and please remember to follow us across all of our forms of social media. Matt Cardona returned to TNA Wrestling at yesterday's Impact TV tapings in Montreal, taking part in an angle in which he interrupted the wedding ceremony of PCO and Steph DeLander. Cardona had originally returned to TNA in March, but was put on the shelf with a torn pec shortly after. Cardona hasn't wrestled in TNA since the Bound for Glory pay-per-view last October. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.